Welcome back, dearies, to Sinfully Desilicious. This pandemic has taught us a valuable lesson how short life is, and we should celebrate every moment of it with no regrets and hatred. Having said that, this week it's going to be a real celebration across the globe. Yes, it's Valentine's Day coming up this week, and the best way to start the first day of the week with your beloved souls. So here I come up with an Eggless No-Bake Cheesecake, and it's the splendid Scottish Cranachan Cheesecake. It's a fusion recipe where the traditional Scottish dessert transformed into a Greek cheesecake. Let me introduce you to Cranachan first. Cranachan is a native of Scotland. It's quintessential Scottish dessert. As it has all the essences of the land, it can be proclaimed as the king of the Scottish desserts. It's basically a trifle-ish arrangement. In Scotland, they celebrate the Raspberry Harvest Festival with this quick and easy dessert made from luscious cheese along with their sweet native raspberries and locally grown oats and honey, and with a slight dash of regional whiskey. I am here to help you out on how to replace it with your local ingredients along with a slight twist. Are you inquisitive to know about the twist? Here I used coffee decoction to tweak the flavor, which very well complements the berry and the cream cheese. This week's recipe will be a fancy wedding between the Cranachan and cheesecake. First, we'll prepare the cheesecake base with oatmeal biscuits in the place of graham crackers or any digestive biscuits which are regularly used for cheesecakes. For the filling, mix the cream cheese with honey, sugar, raspberries, oats, and with our twist ingredient, coffee decoction. Gently fold this mixture into the whipped cream and spread it onto the oat cookies base. Set it overnight. Voila! Your no-bake Cranachan cheesecake is ready to relish. Let's kickstart the recipe by toasting 100 grams of oats for a couple of minutes or till you get a nutty aroma. Do not burn it, it will spoil the flavor of the cake. Once toasted, keep it aside as it will be used in the filling later. Now let's move on to the base preparation. For this, you measure 300 gram oatmeal biscuits and crush it coarsely in a blender or in a food processor. Melt 100 gram butter and add it to the crushed biscuits. Again, run the blender for a while till it combines well with the biscuits. Grease a 9-inch springform cake tin with butter and then line with parchment or wax paper with the bottom and edges of the tin covered. Fill the tin with the crushed biscuit mixture. Stuff it tightly with no gaps. You can go with any store-bought cookies made with oats. This adds an authentic Cranachan touch to the cake as they are oat-based desserts. If oatmeal cookies is not available, then you can choose any digestive biscuits, graham crackers, or even Oreo cookies. After leveling the biscuit mixture evenly and smoothly with the back of a cup, keep it in the refrigerator and let it rest for a minimum of 30 minutes to 1 hour. Now let's prepare the cream cheese filling. For this, add 400 gram of cream cheese to a wide glass or steel bowl. The cream cheese has to be softened by keeping it at room temperature for more than an hour. Beat the cream cheese till it creams. It may take a couple of minutes. Now add 7 tablespoons honey, which act as a sweetening agent. Choose a thicker honey as a thinner one will turn your cheesecake mixture running. Add 2 tablespoons of raspberry jam or any mixed berries jam. Always choose seedless as not to ruin the smooth texture of the cake. Crush half cup of fresh raspberries to a coarse texture and add it to the bowl. Now we are going to add the twist ingredient coffee decoction by mixing 1 tablespoon instant coffee granules in 1.5 tablespoon water. Depending upon your palate's choice, increase or decrease the quantity. Use a spatula to scrape the sides and beat it again till everything combines well. Then gradually add caster sugar. This variety of sugar easily gets dissolved in the cake as they are finer in texture. Alternatively, you can pulse the granulated white sugar in a blender or food processor till you get finer crystals but not powdery consistency. To know more about this caster sugar, check my beetroot chocolate cake where I have given surplus info. I have shared the link for the same in the description box below. Finally, add the 100 gram toasted oats to the beaten cream cheese mixture. Fold in with a spatula till it gets mixed well. Keep it aside. Take another wide bowl, add the chilled double or heavy cream and beat it with strip beater in medium speed for 4 to 5 minutes consistently. Heavy cream or heavy whipping cream contains at least 36% or more milk fat, which gives you stiff peaks. Keep the whipping bowl and strip beater in the freezer. Also take the cream out of the refrigerator just before you whip. If heavy or double cream is not available, then go with whipping or light whipping cream, which contains 30 to 35% milk fat and gives only soft peaks. Check the peak consistency by flipping the bowl upside down, or just scoop the whipped cream with the beater attachment and flip. It will stay stiff without falling down. This is an indication for good stiff peak. Now gradually add the beaten cream cheese mixture and fold it gently with a spatula. Make sure that you do not mix vigorously, as the air formed during whipping will be let out and it will flatten the whipped cream. Check the sweet and tart flavors in the mixture. If required, adjust accordingly at this stage. If you feel the raspberries are more tart, then increase the quantity of caster sugar added to balance the flavor. Now remove the cake tin from the refrigerator and fill the cream cheese mixture in portions. Flatten it with a spatula to fill the sides and bottom of the tin evenly with the cream cheese mixture with no gaps in between them. After filling 3/4 of the tin, again smoothen the surface with the spatula. Now cover the cake tin with aluminium foil before resting. This helps quicker setting and doesn't absorb any undesired smell from the food stored in the refrigerator. Then let it rest for minimum 6 to 8 hours or overnight for best results. If you don't have a cake tin or do not want the cheesecake as a whole cake, then go with the skewed dessert mini jars. These mini jar cheesecakes can be served as an individual dessert, and they are trending and apt for your kitty parties and small gatherings. For this mini jar, follow the same procedure as the previous cheesecakes. Fill the jar with the biscuit butter mixture. Press it tightly and set it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. After the given time, fill 3/4 of the jar with the beaten and folded cream cheese mixture. Flatten and smoothen it as you fill the mixture into the jar. Refrigerate the jars for a minimum of 6 hours. After setting the cake for the given time, take it out from the refrigerator. Discard the foil from the tin and run a knife through the edges of the tin to loosen the cake carefully. Release the springform lock and slowly remove the wax paper from the sides. Garnishing can be done to your choice and the efforts you want to put. I'll provide a few suggestions, pick whichever fits your need. Just buy store-bought granola bars and crush them coarsely in the blender and sprinkle it generously on top. Alternatively, if you wish to add more tart and color to the cake, prepare the raspberry coulis a day prior and smear it once the cake is set. Or simply you can arrange some mixed berries on top. Raspberry coulis need to be prepared with fresh berries, butter, lemon juice and honey. I have shared the link for the blueberry coulis recipe, whose preparation remains the same as this coulis. If you do not want to go the extra mile preparing this coulis, then just replace it with store-bought raspberry jam. For additional garnishing, crush the granola bars in a blender coarsely and sprinkle it generously onto the surface of the cake. Another simple option to garnish the cake is with mixed berries. Here I showed you 3 garnishing options. Still, you can unfold your creativity to go for more. Similarly, after setting the jar cake for the given time, garnish it with the same procedure as cheesecake and deck with toppings of your choice and serve it as an individual dessert. Once the garnishing is done, slice the cake gently and serve it immediately. If you keep the cake at room temperature for a longer duration, it will soften the cake and cutting the slices will become a bit messy. Eggless No-Bake Scottish Cranachan Cheesecake is ready to relish. Tarty raspberries, sweety honey, creamy cheese, nutty oats, and a dash of sharp acidity from coffee lifts up your mood on this occasion and turn out to be a luscious, alluring treat for your loved ones. I'm certain that your cherished ones will be awestruck with the outcome, and I can sense the love in the air. Get Valentine's dearies on this special occasion. When I discovered cooking, I discovered myself. So can you.